Bonnie from Mom by Example, and this is the continuing series of Organize, Declutter, and Be Happy. Yesterday I talked about limiting clothes, and I had a footnote to that story. If you didn't listen to that, this isn't going to make any sense, but someone dropped off 3 bags of size 16 boys' clothing for my 4 little guys. Wouldn't have fit them for years. Well, as it turned out, my 4 little guys are in their 20s, and they never wore size 16. They went up to size 14 in boys' clothing, and then they all had growth spurts, and they jumped right to men's small. So that's God's sense of humor. Today I wanted to talk about the nuts and bolts of organizing and decluttering. And if you read any book by a cleanie, they all agree you need 3 boxes or 3 bags to start going through your house. I agree with that, but I'm adding a 4th. So they say you need a giveaway bag, a throwaway bag, a put away bag, and I'm adding a hide away bag. This is what I mean. You're going to go through your entire house setting limits, touching everything in your house and deciding if you haven't touched it in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you set a limit. Do you really need it? If you haven't touched it, is there someone else that can use it? Can you yard sale it, consign it, give it to Goodwill, Salvation Army? So we're going to start, let's just say, in the bathroom, and we're going to go under the sink. We're going to pull open the cabinet, drawer, under the sink, whatever you have. The first thing we see are tennis balls. Well, tennis balls, unless you have the tennis rackets with them under the bathroom sink, which would be odd, probably you don't want to keep them under your bathroom sink. So you would take out the tennis balls and you'd put them in the put-away bag because they don't belong there. It'd be better to have them, we use a large garbage can inside our garage for all of our balls, no matter what size they are. Maybe you could find a box. If you don't have a garage, they probably don't belong in your bathroom. So that is put away. It's for things that you might use and will use, but not where they are. The second one is for giveaway. An example. For a wedding gift, you got a beautiful soap dispenser, but it doesn't match your bathroom. And it's been 5 years since you were married, and it still doesn't match your bathroom, and you don't plan on making your bathroom aqua, brown, and blue, or whatever color the dispenser is. Give it away. That goes in your giveaway bag. You're not going to use it. It's pretty, but why should you keep it crammed under your sink? You can sell it, give it away. The third bag is for broken. That would be a throwaway. Here's an example. And you got a second soap dispenser. You keep that under the sink because it's broken. You tried to super glue it and it didn't work. So you're thinking, you know what, someday maybe they'll invent new super glue and it will hold. But it's been 4 years, 5 years, and it's still under your sink and it's still broken. Throw it away, because every time you open your drawer or under your sink and you see it, that's just like emotional baggage that you're dealing with. The 4th box, which usually cleanies don't tell you about, and it really helps Messies, is for things like, same thing, you're under your bathroom sink and you see a beautiful brush. It was your mom's, maybe it was your grandmother's, and you've had it forever since you were a young girl, and it's gorgeous. What do you do with it? You don't want to sell it. You could give it to one of your daughters. Okay, so maybe that goes in the giveaway. Maybe you'll give it to a friend or a daughter or a cousin or someone else in the family. But let's just suppose you got a wedding gift. And let's say it's an embroidered towel, hand embroidered, and it's beautiful, but you don't want to use it because it'll get dirty. And then you don't want to frame it because you think, oh, I don't really like it that much. You know, so putting it in a frame is a nice thing to do sometimes, but if you don't really like it, why are you keeping it? Well, it has sentimental value, and Aunt Susu had it, and she gave it to you. She made it for you. Well, that goes in the hide away bag or box. And what that is a bag or box of all the things that mean something to you, but you've never touched, you haven't used in years. When that box or bag is full, seal it, write the date on the top, let's say January 10th, and then write the date 6 months from then, June 10th, and take it over to a neighbor, a dad, mom, brother, sister, and say, you know what, this is a box of stuff that's fine, it's good condition, I just don't use it, haven't used it, I'm trying to declutter. If I don't come back for it in 6 months, could you just give it away to Salvation Army or Goodwill? It's a wonderful system, and you're going to touch everything in your house, drawer by drawer. So you go into the kitchen, you open the first utensil drawer, there's 4 spatulas. You don't need 4 spatulas. Well, Bonnie, one might break. One of my children might help me. Okay, that's 2. You don't need 4. If your drawers are hard to get open and every time you look in your drawer you want to cry, you don't need 4. I would put 2 or 3 into the giveaway box or bag. You know why? Because you can always buy another spatula. So that's what you do. You touch it and you say, is it giveaway, throw away, put away, or hide away? And tomorrow I'm going to talk about papers, How do you file papers? What about magazines? What about bills? Is there an easy way? Yeah, it's a super easy, efficient way. So, till then,